Hey everyone, it's Dr. Vishal. You know me as someone who's passionate about skin health. But did you know healthy hair is just as important to me? A head full of hair is a thing of beauty and delight forever. Hair symbolizes supremacy, distinction, liberty, and freedom. Healthy hair makes you look attractive, youthful, and desirable. And let's be real, who doesn't love a good hair flip? Now, just like with our skin, sometimes things go a little haywire with our hair. In my clinical practice, I have seen that women experience about 50 to 100 hair strands falling per day. That might seem like a lot, but honestly, it's totally normal. But this should not cause any perceptible change in one's appearance. However, when we start seeing more hair in our brushes, our showers, or even those dreaded bald patches, it's time to investigate. That's why I'm so excited to dive deep into the common causes of hair fall in women. Together, we'll uncover these secrets and find ways to combat hair loss and get you back to loving your luscious locks. Let's start with something we can't control, but definitely understand better: genetics. You know how some families just have naturally thicker hair than others? Well, that's partly due to genes passed down through generations. And just like you might inherit your mum's eyes or your dad's smile, you can inherit their predisposition to hair loss. One of the culprits is an enzyme called aromatase. This little guy converts testosterone to estradiol, a type of estrogen. And guess what? That can actually play a role in female pattern baldness. This is often seen in the Ludwig pattern of hair fall, a specific type of hair loss in women, where the parting of the hair starts to widen. It's like your hair is slowly staging a strategic retreat. But don't worry, knowing this is half the battle. We'll talk about solutions later on. Speaking of hormones, let's talk about those chemical messengers that love to wreak havoc on our bodies, especially when they're out of balance. One hormone in particular, dihydrotestosterone or DHT, can be a real bully to our hair follicles. DHT is like testosterone's much stronger cousin. It latches onto hair follicles and basically shrinks them, making it harder for healthy hair to grow. And when does this happen? Oh, just during major hormonal shifts like PCOS, menopause, pregnancy, or even when taking birth control pills. It's like our bodies can't catch a break, but don't worry, we'll figure out how to fight back. Okay, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk about something we can actually do to support healthy hair growth: vitamins. Just like our bodies need a variety of nutrients to function properly, our hair needs its own special cocktail of vitamins to thrive. Think of it like this. Biotin, or vitamin B7, is like the Beyoncé of hair growth. It's a total superstar. But it can't do everything on its own. We need backup singers like riboflavin, or B2, folic acid, or B9, cobalamin, or B12, and calcium pantothenate. And let's not forget the essential fatty acids like omega-3s that keep our scalp and hair follicles healthy and hydrated. Chapter 4. We all love a good makeover, right? But sometimes those seemingly harmless beauty treatments can actually be the villains in our hair loss story. I'm talking about heat styling, chemical treatments, and even certain hair products. Think about it. Constantly blow drying, straightening or curling your hair can really damage those delicate strands. And don't even get me started on perms, relaxers, and all those chemical-laden treatments. They might promise the world, but they can leave your hair dry, brittle, and prone to breakage. It's like they say, sometimes less is more. Chapter 5. Stress, the silent hair thief. Let's be honest, we live in a stressful world. Between work deadlines, family drama, and just trying to keep up with life, it's no wonder our bodies are feeling the pressure. And unfortunately, our hair often bears the brunt of that stress. You see, when we're stressed, our bodies release hormones like cortisol that, you guessed it, can mess with our hair growth cycle. This can lead to something called telogen effluvium, a fancy way of saying excessive hair shedding. And in some cases, stress can even trigger alopecia areata, an autoimmune disorder where your body attacks your hair follicles. Talk about adding insult to injury. Chapter 6. Toxic troubles. Sometimes hair loss is a side effect of something more serious going on in our bodies. Certain medical treatments, like chemotherapy and radiation therapy, are known to cause hair loss, and it can be quite significant. It's important to remember that these treatments are often life-saving, and hair loss is a small price to pay for good health. But that doesn't make it any easier to go through. The good news is that hair loss from these treatments is usually temporary, and there are ways to manage it. Chapter 7: Unmasking the Cofactors. Finally, let's talk about those sneaky culprits that often fly under the radar cofactors. These are things like underlying medical conditions, certain medications, and even environmental factors that can contribute to hair loss. For example, thyroid disorders, diabetes, and lupus can all affect hair growth. Certain medications like blood pressure meds and even high doses of vitamin A can also have hair loss as a side effect. And let's not forget about environmental factors like hard water, pollution, and even just plain old dry air. These can all take a toll on our hair health. Otro, unlocking luscious locks, your journey starts today. Whew, we covered a lot of ground today, didn't we? But knowledge is power, and now that you understand the common causes of hair fall in women, you're one step closer to finding solutions. Remember, just like with our skin, healthy hair starts from within. Healing with homeopathic medicines. Homeopathy treats not only the cause of hair loss, but also the mind-body connection holistically. Some important medicines that work better in hair loss include acid flower, natrum myrrh, thuja, phosphorus, and lycopodium. These work gently with your body to address the root cause of hair loss. Remember, understanding the root cause of hair fall is the first step towards finding an effective solution. So if you're struggling with hair loss, don't suffer in silence. Talk to your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional to get to the bottom of it and find the best course of treatment for you. And remember, you're not alone.